So you want to attract these guys, but these guys are the hardest to convince to get the money from, but it's also the most plentiful.
My name is Matt Piche, aka the Fruitful Investor. I grew up in a middle-class family and all I've ever wanted was freedom. By the age of 30, I became a self-made multi-millionaire, all from real estate investing. Follow me on my journey to travel the world when I want, where I want, while continuing to build a killer real estate business. Let's get it.
What's up, Fruitful Investors? Got a nice quick little video for you. Hopefully it's quick. I usually rant a lot. How to find a money lender for your real estate investing business. Most common question I get is, Matt, how do I find money to do my flips or my burrs? I need private money. I can no longer qualify at the bank. How are you getting all of these monies? Okay? Number one, the most common way to get private lending or private funds is a mortgage broker, right? We all know this. They have access to private money. You know, this is kind of the easiest. Can't even spell easiest, but it's also the most painful. It's the biggest pain in the ass. Painful. Why? Because they want the same stuff that your normal bank's gonna want. Can I get your credit rating? Can I get your income, your T1 general? If you're in Canada, you're in the States, I don't know what yours is called, a W2? I don't know. They want all your information so that they can qualify you, jump through all these hoops. What are you gonna do with the property? How long is the flip gonna take, etc. It's painful. However, it's the easiest. You can call up any mortgage broker or your investment savvy mortgage broker, better yet, because they have access to more private funds and they know what you're gonna do. So that's the most obvious, but again, I don't really like that one. And if you're watching this video, you're probably like, yeah, I already tried that, it ain't gonna work. I need literally private money, off-market money, if you will. How do I do that, Matt? Okay, number two, if that doesn't work, forget that. And we don't wanna spend our time here. It's okay if you're a new flipper or a real estate investor, you know, go here for a little bit, but once you start getting up to property 4, 5, 6, you're probably pretty savvy and you're running out of money from these guys. Now we go over here. Okay, so we got friends, family, right? All the easy ones. Your mom, your dad, they trust you. This is pretty easy as well, but a lot of you are like, yo, my dad doesn't have like 500 grand. My parents don't have that. My sister doesn't have that. They're broke just like I am. So that's the problem with these. What's positive is they already trust you. So if they have the money, they already trust you. There's probably no negotiating, no arm twisting. They're gonna give you the money. They love you, hopefully, and they're gonna try you out. But again, you're probably like, yeah, my parents aren't pretty rich. They don't have money. This is the exact scenario I was in. My parents didn't have crazy amounts of money. They didn't have 500K just laying around, right? So that's out the window for most people as well. But try these people first. This is like your inner circle, the easiest to get. They trust you, like I said, they already love you. They're likely to give you the money, even if you're at property 1 or 2, or you're unproven. Once you're unproven, you go to these people, the banks and your friends and family, tap out this money. So hopefully you get to properties 4, 5, 6, and then you start going to what I'm gonna tell you now, because then it becomes a lot easier once you have a couple of properties under your belt. Number 3, where do you get money? Regular people. If I look out this window, if you walk down any neighborhood, all of these houses are homeowners, obviously, right? Most of them in this neighborhood. So when people own houses for 15, 20, 30 years and they stay there, they're 50 years old, they've been at their house for 20, 30 years, what do they likely have a lot of in their house? Equity. Like almost everybody on this street, and most streets, have a ton of equity in their home and they don't even know about it. So the ones that do know about it, you'd be like, hey, can I borrow the money from your HELOC? You're gonna pay 5%, you're gonna charge me 12%, you're gonna make 7% in between. I gotta do the quick math in my head. You're gonna make 7% for doing nothing. It's just money that's sitting there anyway, Mr. Seller, Mr. Homeowner, and they're like, oh yeah, cool. So almost everybody, like I said, has that money and they don't even know that they have it. So you need to kind of convince or educate regular people that, hey, you have 300 grand of equity just sitting in your house. It's gonna cost you 5% to give it to me. You're gonna charge me 12, you're gonna keep 7. Did you know that, Mr. Seller? And they're like, oh, cool. So that's what I'm trying to get to, is that there's money literally everywhere. Everybody's like, how do you get so much money? Like, where are you getting this money from? Dude, everybody has money. Almost every homeowner has a shit ton of equity. There's money everywhere. There's an abundance. So don't get the scarcity mindset of like, there's no way I can attract private money. Like, nobody has money. Who has 500 grand laying in their pocket? It's not really like in their pocket cash. It's in their house. And like everybody has it. So get the abundance mentality and start educating homeowners and people, your friends, your family, your inner circle about, hey, you have a lot of money in your home equity. Let me borrow that money. Educate them. So that's one of the easiest ones, or it's not easy. It's easy to explain to them. It's kind of hard to get it because they don't really trust you. They don't know you maybe. They saw you one time at some real estate event. But this is a great place to get money. And the most of the time where I get my money from, my private money, is from people like this who have money in their equity on their HELOC and they're giving it to me at a higher percentage than what they're paying. And they keep the middle. Very easy. Number 4, the last place, or there's a ton more places to get money, but these are the top 4 for me, is savvy investors, I'll put in brackets, like me. So what I'm doing in my business now is that I'm offloading a lot of my properties. I'm selling a lot of my rental properties. I'm kind of cashing out of the rental market. I have a lot of rental properties, which is great. I'm kind of slowing down a little bit on the rental properties and focusing more on the flips and the private lending, right? So these investors, these savvy investors who are already successful, who have already made financial freedom and they're kind of rich and wealthy, they're private lenders now because they've been landlords like me for 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years. And they're like, okay, I had enough of this business, dude. I made my money. I made my fortunes in rentals. I want to live a little easier. I'm getting sick of the tenant phone calls, the toilets, the tenants fighting. I'm kind of done with that. I'm going to sell these properties, take the cash and private lend it to other flippers who are doing what I used to do. Like, let's pretend they're like 50 years old. They're like, I'm done with this business. So that's kind of the scenario that I'm in. I'm selling all these properties and private lending it to other investors. So this is, again, a really great place to get money. They're at the real estate investing events. They're at the meetings. They're online, on real estate groups, whatever. So you want to attract these guys, but these guys are the hardest to convince to get the money from, but it's also the most plentiful. Right? So the most amount of money is these guys and girls. They're rich. So they have a lot of money. They know the business. They understand real estate. They get it. You can send them a flip. They can look it over and be like, yep, this makes sense. Great area, great town. I'll give you the first mortgage. Here you go. Right? So this is where you get the money. Now, this can all be challenging, but it doesn't have to be if you do this one thing. I'm going to kind of cover it up here. If you do this one thing that I'm always talking about all the time, all of this, your whole life will be a lot easier. What is it? Branding. If you start building a brand, if you start marketing correctly, doing social media marketing, YouTube marketing, videos, copywriting, emails, books, blogs, etc., everything I talk about and teach you guys, this becomes very easy. For example, as I always say, I'm going to say it again. If you're new to the channel, maybe you haven't heard this little story before. Where do you guys think I get all of my money partners? My private money, my long-term partners for long-term buy and hold, all the money. Where do I get all of my money? What do you think? You're watching it right now. My videos right here gets me all the money I've ever got in my entire life. Okay, so that's the power of social media marketing. That's the power of marketing in general. Why? Real estate investors are old, fudgy, old people who are stuck. They're not really old, but they're stuck in 1982. They think it's 1982. I got to put on the blazer and I got to go to the real estate event and I got to shake hands and go, did you know I buy properties in Ohio? Do you want to give me money at 12%? Okay, so that's what everybody's doing. Stop doing that, honestly. I love doing those impressions. Who wants to see more of those impressions? Comment below. All right. Did you have money? Okay, so we don't want to do that anymore. What we want to do is educating our potential partners what we do. And the best way to do that is videos. That's like, again, why do you guys think I do all of these videos and why I do specifically the before and the after walkthrough videos? It's simply to build authority, to show people that I know what the hell I'm talking about. You've seen the success. You just saw the walkthrough, how sick that flip looked. If you give me the money, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that together and I'm gonna make you money. And people are like, oh, I get it, I saw it. So that's kind of how marketing works in a nutshell, but nobody's doing it, man. Nobody's doing the marketing. Nobody's doing the online marketing. They're stuck in 1982 with the shitty gray blazer on, wool blazer. We're done with that. So if you want to find out more about how I do this, how to build a real fucking business in 2020 and beyond, click the link below. Check out the course Unlimited Cash. It's literally everything I teach you, or everything that I do on a daily basis in terms of marketing. How to build a website, how to do videos, how to shoot the videos, what to talk about in the videos, how to do blogs, how to do email marketing, how to write a book, because you got to write a book, you have to, or some sort of report, how to do this, how to do everything that I do. You also get my joint venture agreement in that course for a dirty ass low price. Check that course out. If you want to go to the next level, check out Fruitful Marketing, also below. My man Tyler and I, who's my social media manager, my personal social media guy who's editing these videos that you're watching right now, we built a business together, a marketing business specifically for real estate investors and real estate professionals. So we know how to do this. We're already doing it. So if you want to go to the next level, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, we're going to do everything for you. Edit your videos, give you the topics on what to shoot your videos on. We're going to build your website, build your blogs, do your Facebook ads, do your posts on Instagram. We're going to do everything for you. All you got to do is shoot the video, send the video in, we edit it up, done. It's very, very simple stuff. Anyway, that's what you got to do in 2020 and beyond. Build a brand. The money is going to come easy in all ways. Don't build a brand. Go to the meetings and try and convince people that you know what you're talking about. You ain't getting no money, okay? That's how we find private money for private lending. That's how I do it. Here are the top 4 ways how to get it. They're all pretty easy if you do what you're supposed to do. That's the video, guys. If you liked it, if you learned anything, smash that like button. Also, hit that subscribe button right below so we can see more of each other. I'll see you in the next video.